Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm here at the Rivian space in Denver, Colorado. Really exciting day today because this is the first time I'll be able to see the Rivian R2 in person. So Rivian are having a block party in Denver from Friday, Saturday to Sunday, and I'm here at 8 o'clock tonight before anyone else can get in to check out the Rivian R2. So in today's video, I'll share with you the whole experience with the interior of the car, exterior of the car, and all the specs, and see all the available colors that they have here in Denver. Now let's go. Alright, so they have the R1S outside here. It's a little further out to compare to the R2 on the inside, but you can tell right away it's much bigger car than the R2. Let's go check out the R2 on the inside. Here is the Rivian R2, a brand new car. So this is a pre-production that they have out here today for display. Anyone can just get in and check it out. So this one is, I believe, the Catalina blue. So it's more like a green color here. Let me show you a closer look of the color with the 20-inch all-terrain tires. And this is the performance, of course, the performance version that will be released first. And love that headlight, signature headlights of the R2, almost identical to the R1. And check out on this side, so I can tell right away it's quite lower than the R1 on the outside here. As you can see, gentleman over there was standing. He's probably 6'2", I believe, and he's a little bit taller than the car. And it has this new signature light with the Rivian logo on the side, and a really good size front trunk. The front space is really, really good, as you can see here. I'll take you to a tour of the exterior first, and then we'll go inside the interior of the car. And signature front headlights, really, really similar to the R1T and the R1S. This is bigger than Tesla Model Y for sure. And it has the insulation on the inside, so anything that you put in here, it will be insulated from the outside of the car, so it keeps the temperature on the inside with the seal around it. And I don't think this is powered. Let me try to close it. Sorry. So you have to press it down and then auto latch. Okay, so you don't have to press all the way down. Just press it so it grab on to the latch and then auto latch down and close completely on the hood. Now let's check out the rears of the R2. Before we go through the rear, so the clearance is higher than the Model Y for sure. So this is not S suspension. You can't adjust the heights of the car. This is really good heights for, you know, I think it's good enough to go off-roading with. This is BF Goodrich all-terrain tires that come equipped with the car, and I love that yellow brake caliper there. I love the finish of the wheels actually. It's really nice matte with black on the inside, like a charcoal gray on the outside. Nice contrast. And of course the R2 comes now with the next port on the right side. I mean on the left side, on the right spot. It's the same spot with the Tesla now, so it's much easier to charge the car. Now you can just back up to the Tesla supercharger and charge your R2. So it's manually operated. You don't have to worry about it's being malfunction in the future, and it has really cool maze here as the Easter egg on the back of the cover. Alright, before we continue with the back of the car, let's see what Rivian has to say and get more details about R2 from Rivian team.
What you see here, both of these vehicles are performance specs. 660 horsepower, it's the premium interior, active dampers, the yellow calipers are how you tell it's the performance. And these are in like the 54 plus. But average vehicle transaction in North America for new cars like 47,000. And so we're much more in that spot where you're not trying to convince somebody to buy something that's maybe a more expensive vehicle they had. You've got a vehicle that's fully electric, software defined, a tech-forward company built in the U.S. That is at a reasonable price. The only thing that the version you have here, it does have a semi-active damper, so we can adjust damping between a soft, medium, and firmness level. But it is
but it's not air like
correct. Back to like getting the cost from that R1T world down to this. It's obviously a smaller platform, but we wanted to go and take all of that architecture and make sure we're putting it into a vehicle that fits this segment. So right now we're running camera-based, so there are no, for most of the perception system, we have a multi-modality system still. We don't run ultrasonics, but we have radar behind the fascia, and then cameras all around the vehicle. We will, and we talked about this last December at our AI day, we will launch an R2 with LiDAR. That gives us a longer roadmap, but we're looking to do both, and that's in the R2, both the R1 and R2, be able to offer a point-to-point driver experience. So the teams are working aggressively to do that. That is without LiDAR, and then our recent announcement with Uber to develop a vehicle that can do full self-driving taxi setup will bring a lot more cameras into the vehicle, or sorry, a lot more external sensors, and we're still sorting out what does that look like and how do we take it to that level where it is robust without being, what you see in the Waymos with L9. There's a little bump, that's where the LiDAR goes in the updated version, so we had the AI day last year.
What's the timeline for the LiDAR to be integrated in the future?
I don't know yet. We're working on getting the millions of miles we want to have from a fleet perspective. That also brings our new in-house silica into the product, and so making sure we've got that robust compute platform tied to the hardware. We don't want anything to come out, especially in that critical of a domain, with any concern. So we would much rather keep people in the amazing, exciting product that we're launching now, and then continue to put that validation in. What I want to make sure is that the cars that get out have been fully tested, and we're not putting something out for it.
So if I take a delivery of the launch right now,
yes,
I won't be able to upgrade it.
Compatible. What I generally tell people, because ultimately everyone's job is still to sell vehicles, is if you are worried about that, I would encourage you to buy one today. Our residuals are quite high, and then sell it in a year and a half when it's out. Sell it in 2 years, sell it sooner if we have that vehicle out, or just sign up for a lease today. And if you're like, yeah, but I'm in line for the R2, great, lease an R1. We have amazing product. It's great to get a new EV and see what's like.
Right. What's the timeline for the Autonomy Plus to be like fully integrated?
Fully integrated, because we continue to roll out features and capability, is a hard answer. So if I think about what we offered going from highway only last year to our HWA highway assist to our universal hands-free, we went from like several million miles to several 100 million miles of capability, and so we will continue to roll out features. So by the end of this year, we will have much more capability than we have today in both the R1 and the R2. But it will continue to grow and improve. I don't have a date for when we'll have full, driverless vehicles. Now, one of the things I like to show to everybody is we want you to have fun. If you come to our spaces, if you meet people, if you hang out, like we're not trying to pressure people to buy, even if I was telling you earlier you should lease one right now. But my example of some of the funness that we put in, this is just a washer cap, but this is our front trunk or frunk. And so, do you know what kind of animal that is?
Frog and skunk.
Frog and skunk. So a frog and skunk is a frunk. And what we want people to do is know that we love what we're doing. Our design team, our engineers are really passionate about everything and the small little details that your kid can find out, like the flashlight in the door that bring people joy. Life's supposed to be fun. We have a fun product, it's fun to drive, so let's put a little stuff in like that to keep people excited. The sister product of the R1T and the R1S are pill-shaped headlamps with the stadium light, the light feature across the front end. And then there is no mistaking that this is similar to a significantly smaller version of what you have in the R1S. So if you come around here, I'll show you the halo wheels I talked about. I'll encourage everybody, hop in the front seat. What we have at the steering wheel, again, at your fingertips, are a multi-dimensional control, and it is all haptic feedback. So as I change what mode it is, I'll go from really quick ticks to much more gradual. This allows me to change my view on the left side, my view on the right side, my temperature, my fan speed, my audio settings, fast forward and reverse track. Really cool integrated function. And then I still have traditional stocks for light and speed. Rear seats are heated. And one of the things that you'll notice is there's a lot of couple distance. So the space between the front and second row, I had 3 teenage boys on our road trip. They are all still shorter than me, but by very, very little. It's great. There's plenty of leg room, plenty of room in the front. And then one of the cooler features, if people come around in the back, what we have is our drop glass. And so I've got a vehicle where I've got plenty of storage space. I can fold the second row down. I can slide the front row forward. I can put a mattress in here. I can sleep. I can do all of that lovely, amazing car camping for adventurous people. What is really cool about our back gate, and it's nothing new, it's just a great integration. I can also drop the glass and access things, or when I open this on the road, I get very little noise. I just get kind of a relief of air blowing through the cabin. It's fantastic. We integrated the wiper in the back, so it is still a flat flush system. And then similar to the R1, there's a hitch underneath. Tow 4,400 pounds, but integrated in the performance version. Last thing I'll show you while we're doing our little walk around, unless there's questions, you want to see other stuff, is also native NACS charging. So quite a bit of the Tesla infrastructure is able to be charged. We'll do 30 minutes from 10 to 80%. On a road trip side, what I actually liked compared to driving in an R1, bigger battery pack, longer range. I stopped slightly more frequently in this, but by the time the kids went in and we bought snacks from wherever we were charging, we were good. We were over 80% and we kept going.
What's the max input on the kilowatt? 250?
I think it's 240, but we're generally limited more by the infrastructure. It's still in the 450 volt range from a battery perspective,
right.
But with the size pack and some of the charging curves, you still get most of what the infrastructure matches with today. So we're more charge space limited than vehicle in general usage. This, with these all-terrain tires, is a 304 EPA estimated. With the all-season tires in the R2 is 330, which is fantastic. And we're launching with 4 colors. We've got the launch green, same that we had with the R1s. We've got the Catalina. We've got an Esker silver, a half moon gray, I know I said 4 colors, that I named more than that because by the time we're ramping, we'll have more through. But then we've got black and a white. So that's, you can see all that on the website. We've had a great showing at South by, and then we'll also have the Borealis, which is the purple shade, which is really rich, and then the forest green will come out as well. And the interior, everything here is Black Mountain, and we'll be launching a lighter colored interior later this year.
So the launch series, does it come with options with the interior?
The launch series is the same as our performance, with the addition of a forest green carabiner key and autonomy platform for life of the product.
What about the interior option?
It's the same as the performance. So
just black?
It's for the launch, yeah, just black.
Okay.
Now we're looking at, because the launch package is just the performance with some of those options, and so do we continue that longer, and we'll see what the take rate is as we start producing.
But just to clarify, the R2 launch model will have the autonomy.
What we sell right now, which is the kind of subscription basis, it will not be able to be upgraded to the LiDAR version.
But it will have capability to do a full autonomy plus in the future.
It'll have the capability for our end-to-end roadmap based on the camera-based system.
You mentioned about the charging light bar from the R1. Does the R2 have that function too?
No, it's a lower cost technology in this one, so we don't have to charge them.
Question about quality.
Yeah.
With so many new technologies and such a new or different segment for you all, how do you ensure that what you're delivering is what the customer wants, and verify that all the technology is going to deliver last?
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is we're building on our short but legacy product, so increasing, what we have. What we can also do is get a ton of data off of R1 usage. So simple example, how many times should you test that a door closes without breaking from a durability cycle? And you look at it and go, well, I don't know, let's pick a number. What we can do is we can actually look at vibration data coming from the cloud of R1 based on our sensors and figure out what that is. And then we can transpose that into an R2 user story and go, well, we expected it's going to be 20% more. Now let's run testing. And so we've built hundreds of cars doing validation testing for all of those features. That's part of why we have employees doing cross-country real-world mileage to find out, do we have any interoperability with charging? No? Okay, great. We're building all that up very, very meticulously. Yeah, so there was a recent announcement working with Redwood. There's a lot of feedback around energy and where all of the raw materials for batteries come from and everything. And what we're excited about is our battery packs for R1 are remanufacturable. You can take out the modules and put a new module in. We do that at our facility in Kentucky. What's great though is that as these batteries age over time, and we all know this, your product on day one is not the same. We do a tremendous amount to make sure that the temperature range and profile keep that from our warranty perspective. But let's say after 15 years, you're getting 80% of the useful life, and we can pull it out of a vehicle. And now we can use it, and what we're partnering with Redwood in is to power part of our manufacturing facility off of used Rivian batteries. So let's imagine that I have a car right now that I did durability testing on. I put 120,000 miles on a specific vehicle. Great. Let me take that battery that I don't want to sell and let me put it in a warehouse in Illinois. Let me power the factory during peak energy usage. Let me charge that overnight, and let me reduce our carbon footprint and our cost to manufacture. And so as we look at these things strategically within the vehicle life cycle, we put a windmill at the factory so that every single Rivian is getting its first charge off of clean wind power. And so looking at not just the product side, but our full ecosystem, how do we make financially smart decisions that are environmentally friendly? And when you put those two together, it's a fantastic business case. My name is Brian Gase. I'm a VP of Engineering Quality at Rivian, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the interior of the R2. What you'll notice is very similar to the R1. We have 2 screens. We have our driver display with key vehicle functionality. It shows some of our mapping and navigation when you're driving. And then we have our main display, our center information, and this is all of my vehicle functions. So I've got climate control, I've got overall camera system, but very similar to what we have in R1 with a few updates. So now for my vehicle mode, I've got this little pop out that I can move over. It allows me to toggle through some of my normal stuff like car wash mode. And I've got this little fish stick over here so I can see my driver profile. I can get into vehicle settings and look through the product information, check for updates. And then from a navigation side, everything is still the same. We can look at all the great charging opportunities around where we live, and we can go ahead and pick a destination and navigate all through touchscreen. And once I'm on the road, I want to be eyes on road, and I can keep my hands on the steering wheel. I've got these haptic control wheels. So this gives me haptic feedback on a scroll. I can adjust the volume, or if I press from the back, I can change between tire pressure and other modes. Extremely intuitive, easy to use, click button, and if I want to change, I can switch menus with a side-to-side press. So this allows me to move music. This allows me to adjust what I'm showing on display. So now I went over to navigation, or I can increase my fan speed or my cabin temperature. So giving some of those controls, the feedback we got from customers was a desire for more touch buttons. This gives us more flexibility while we still have a tremendous amount of function in the screen.
That's awesome.
The last thing I'll show you in here, again, taking customer feedback. This is from a software side. Now, from a hardware side, oh, this car's turned off. Being an earlier production car. I'll show you in the next vehicle, we have double glove boxes.
So the car has to be turned on.
We had an issue with this glove box, so I disabled these two at the last one.
Oh, okay. We'll check it out on the other one.
Oh, sorry, I can't. Yeah, sorry.
Let me open this one real quick. Okay, so you have a 2 glove box, one here, and then one on the passenger side.
And we have wireless charging. This is now the same pad that's sold in the R1s. But you'll notice when I put my phone on,
But it has the magnet, right?
it has the magnet.
So it's magnetized, so your
magnetized.
phone won't move around.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Yep. So I take the case off because I get more connection. But yeah, so I got magnetized charger. It's great. Still have plenty of storage. I've got my NACS adapter in here for my road trip, and I've got a lockable drawer in the back.
So you actually drove this car from...
Not this one, but I drove mine. I have one at my house in California. I did about 2,200 miles with my family of 5. So I had 14, 16-year-old kids that are my size in the back seat, and we road tripped across country.
Awesome. So the launch performance comes with heated and ventilated seat, right?
All of our premium trim, so both the premium and the performance, have heated and ventilated front seats. So I'm in here, I can turn on the heating or ventilation, and then for the rear, I have heated seats that I can adjust.
Okay, so it's really similar to the Model Y, the new Model Y. You can adjust.
It's similar to the R1. I not spent much time in Model Y.
So the R1 has the same full systems.
Yep.
It's really good. So this is the wood, the real wood.
Yep.
It's nice. So this is really similar to the R1 material.
Yes. One of the things, if you think about this is the spot you spend your time when you're driving your vehicle. And if it feels like content was stripped out and you're looking at cheap materials, you're reminded that you have something that is cost optimized. We want to get costs down and make you feel like we didn't take away from the materials, the textures, the fabrics, the stitching. So you can look at it and be like, man, it's really nice.
Yes. No, the materials, you can't really tell the difference
good, right?
between, $85,000 car and now it's $45,000. It's awesome. Yeah, you guys did a great job. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely, my pleasure.
Okay, so this is the front interior space. As I showed you before with the demo from the VP of Engineering from Rivian, but I love the material here. It's really similar to what we saw in the R1T and an R1S with the seat and with the Rivian logo in aluminum. And the seat's really, really good. Comfortable and really nice material. I don't think it's leather. This is still vegan leather, but still they make it really good quality. And these are the seat adjustment for the driver. So you have front, the bottom seat here to adjust and then the back,
Over there.
and then this is the lumbar support that you can adjust for the driver. And this
How you like it?
the gas pedal, and I mean the accelerator and the brake pedal on the bottom, and you have really good size steering wheel. Let me adjust the seat back a little bit. So here's the steering wheels as we saw the demo before. It is really nice feeling to control. So you can change the volume here for the audio, and then you can switch it to Bluetooth. So press to switch the function. There you go. So when the function ends, it's kind of stop. So press again, and then you can change the screen function. Same thing on this side right here. So I can actually touch both front and rear, and press on the side. It's a haptic, not physical, but it's really convincing. I love to have all that functions on my hands because I don't have to look on the main screen here and then try to adjust all that, convenience functions like AC, temperature, and then audio volume, and then change the function on the screen too. See, I can change the functions between the car status and navigation system to see up here. I love that R2 have this instrument cluster display for the driver, and you have the AC vents here in the front all the way, and then AC vent there for the right passenger, and really nice high quality display, and it's really responsive too. All right, now let's check out the back seat of the R2 here. The front seat actually moved back really far back, as you can see, and I still have plenty of leg room, knee room here, and the space on the bottom for my feet to go in. As you can see, plenty of space, even with the head space too. Let me show you. So here's my head space with me sitting really straight. I have at least 4 inches of head space in the back here, and let's see if I can adjust the seat to go up and down. So the back seat is not adjustable, so it's only one motion. You can either forward, up, or down. It's only one position here. It's really good size, really good space. It's a lot bigger than the Model Y, for sure. Even with the middle seat, I'm sorry, here, it's still not too bad for the smaller person to sit. You also have the USB-C here with the hook that you can integrate into maybe an iPad holder or the screen for the rear passenger here. And the material of the rear door is still really nice with the cloth here. So this is the launch performance model, probably the best material out there as for all the lineup of the R2. You have a leatherette here on the door, cloth, speaker grill, and then a big storage space on the door pocket. And this is the button to open and close the door. And this is the window. And really nice on top here. There's no plastic at all. There's only plastic material here. It's on the bottom lower, this whole part of the door panel. This is the rear door, by the way. And you have the adjustment for the rear vent with heated seat adjustment on both sides, so you can adjust 3 different levels for the heating position. Same on this side too. And it's manual adjustable. Rear vent, there's no vent on the door, however, here. And love the seat material even on the rear seats. Really comfortable. It's perforated but only heated. And you have the 2-level lights, touch activation with the speaker on the side.
Oh.
Now let's check out the rear cargo space.
A glove box? Which, no.
So to open it, there's a button just right on top of V, I believe. There you go. And it's power tailgate. So it opens all the way up. I believe you can adjust it, and there's also a button in the back here. It's really, really good size cargo here, and it has two side pockets here, one on the left and one on the right. You have 12-volt sockets on the left-hand side, and then household 120-volt plug that you can plug in. So both 12 volts and the household plug that you can use. And this is probably a good size, almost full size check bag luggage. And we have a shopping bag here. Let me try to open the sub trunk. So this is a sub trunk space. It's really wide, not as deep as Model Y. It's more shallow, but you still have space on the inside. But you see it's carved to the shape of somewhat the spare wheel. So you could have a compact size spare wheels storage in here in the back underneath the sub trunk. I mean underneath the trunk in the sub trunk area. You see here. So it's really, really good size. You can see really good space. Almost, I think it's almost the same as Model Y, a little deeper in my opinion, but it's a little higher because the height of the car. And you can, of course, for the seat, 40, 40, and then 20 in the middle. So you can split the seat up. You can put the longer object from the back here, even through the middle, maybe your ski or your snowboard back here. As you can see, as he demoed to us before now, you have this whole back glass that can be open and closed. So this is the rear wiper that is hidden, so it doesn't block anything here. I love how they designed this wiper in the back because you still have that wiper function. So let's try again to open and close. There you go. So you can control from in the car, right? It's just this button. There you go. This physical button is getting really sticky. So he's gonna do from the inside the button. See, so that works every time. But yeah, for sure, when I do take the rear of the car, this won't happen. But it's awesome. Love the function. I forgot to mention, I am the reservation holder of the R2. Actually, the original R1T2, but too bad the R1T was a little too high in the price for me. But finally, I kept waiting and waiting for the R2 to release, and I did put in the order for reservation probably the first half an hour after they unveiled the R2 2 years ago now, 2024, now 2026. Hopefully I will get my R2 performance this summer, finger crossed. So this is the rear design. I love that signature light bar of the R2. As you can see, really similar to the R1S, and this is the R2 badge with yellow line. Does mean performance. So both of these cars are the same, but just different colors. So this is the, again, Catalina blue, I believe, but it's like a deep blue with green tint on it. Let me show you on the color tube over there. Maybe it's show a better color on it. This is the Catalina blue, as we saw in the car, and Boris, the purple. I love this purple color too. This is the launch green. This is the green, forest green, that is, and the gray, black, silver, and white. I'm still debating between the launch green, Catalina blue, or Boris purple. We'll have to wait. I'm really like the purple, really unique color. This is the purple. I want to see in person with the car though. They will have actually another colors coming in, which is the launch green tomorrow. This is black color. Love the black color, especially with the yellow contrast on the caliper with the performance model. Let's see if this one works. I don't think it will. Come on. Oh, it works. Awesome. So I have to hold it. Here you go. Again, to go up. Let's try again. Hold it. All the way down. So this one works better than the other one. I guess more people were testing on the other car than this one. That's why it didn't work the same way. So you have to somehow put some pressure on the button for it to work, not just touch. So it has to, there you go. Press it, really press it down for it to work. But I love this function. We have seen this before in Toyota and other different SUV. But yeah, this is awesome. Let me show you the ground clearance of the car real quick. Since we are on this side, as you can see, it's a few inches, like I believe 3 inches higher than the Model Y, the current Model Y, especially with this all-terrain 20-inch. I think like 4 inches higher than the Model Y, but the overall height of the car is still not super tall, a lot lower than I thought it would be in person. Let me show you, compare with my height. I'm 5'9.5", 5'10"-ish. So this is me next to the car. This is the height of the car. I'm 5'9.5", 5'10", almost. So it's a lot lower than I thought I would be, because I think the R1S, it's about this tall. So it's like about 5 inches taller than the R2. There's a better angle for the rear seat. It's really good space. Narrower, of course, than the R1S, but I feel it's like a little wider than Model Y. But the leg room it's really good sized leg room. You know, if you're 6'2", 6'3", you easily sit back here comfortably for the road trip. And again, the door basically the same as the R1T and the R1S. I kind of like this color, but I wish it's more blue and a stronger color. Maybe it's probably changed the color if it sits in the sun. It's still really nice color. So there's a button just right below the Rivian logo that you can press to open the front. There you go. So it's power open, but manually closed. So as I showed you before, really good size front trunk here. You can feel the windshield wiper on this side, really convenient, and you have the lights here, and then emergency button on this side. And to close it, again, press it down, and then it will auto latch down. Love the tow hook. Oh, one more thing. It has a front camera, just right on the front bumper, integrated in here. I almost didn't see it. It's really nice to have that. Let's talk about the camera. Since we started the camera in the front, let's see how many cameras does the R2 have. So first one in the front, and then 2 on the top there, on top of the windshield, and then you have that a little shape on the top of the camera for the future rider car, probably next year. And you have 3 cameras actually on the side view mirror. So 1 on the outside, 1 on the bottom, and 1 right on the arm of the side view mirror. Let's go to the side. So it doesn't have the camera on the B pillar like the Tesla do. Instead, they have 3 cameras there. So now we have 6 cameras. Let's see in the back. So we have 1 camera in the back. So we have so far 7 camera. That's number 7. And I don't think there's camera on the rear hatch. 7. 8, 9, 10. So total 10 cameras because another 3 on this side for sure. I'm gonna check it. That's right, another 3, 1, 2, and 3 cameras. So total 10 cameras on the Rivian R2. Right, so after the media from 8 to 9, now they open to public, and a lot of people came in to check out the car. It's really hard for me to share. I hope I have more time during the media to share the interior of the car, but this is really impressive. I'm really impressed how it looks and how it feels in person to sit in the car, both interior, and exterior of the car. So that's it, the first hands-on experience with the Rivian R2 here in Denver. It's Rivian Space in downtown Denver. Come check it out. If you're around in Denver area, today it's April 17th, Friday, so you will have chances to come, tomorrow, Saturday. Hopefully I can get the video out tomorrow, which is on Saturday, so you have time again on Sunday to check out the car. Really impressive. I love the car. Can't wait to take delivery of the car, and I can't still choose which color I want to yet. I love that launch green. Hopefully I can come back tomorrow because they're bringing that third car and launch green color. Hopefully I could get the car this year, summer, because that's what Rivian said. In June, they will open the configurator for the early reservation holder, probably the first current Rivian owner first, and then the rest, which is me. I don't have Rivian yet, so I was really early to reserve the car though. So hopefully I get my chance to take delivery of the car this year. Let me know in the comment down below what you think about Rivian R2. Don't forget to check it out, and thank you so much guys for watching today's video. Don't forget to click like if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome contents like this. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.
That I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down.